Peace and greetings, y'all. Peace and greetings. Welcome to my spiritual friend in need at the Chosen's Path. I am the Common Denominator. Today, I want y'all to get really excited because we are starting something absolutely phenomenal. We are diving deep into the underlying factors that actually sit within us that hinder us from tapping into that greatness that we know we are. The fears, those phobias that we possess that stop us from truly pushing ourselves to attain the greatness that we know we can attain. Today we're going to be talking about developing the desire to contribute to personal and collective betterment, the role that you and I play. You get to realize that there's so many different reasons as to why people feel like they do not have anything to offer to the collective agenda. That is if they even are in sync with the mindset that there is a subtle collective agenda that we are all contributing to individually. So today we're going to talk about we all have to be conscious now moving forward of the fact that we play core key roles. But let's talk about some of the reasons why some people feel like they have nothing to offer, right? You might have gravitated from the mindset of feeling like you were not motivated, but if just in case you are still feeling like you lack the motivation to push yourself to do that which is necessary for your own betterment and for your own growth, welcome to the Chosen's Path. We do have a team of advisors that can get you through all of that. But yes, the lack of motivation is actually one of those core factors that actually hinders a whole lot of people from stepping up within themselves to step out and contribute to the collective growth of our societies. Another second point would be low self-esteem, right? A lot of people feel unworthy. A lot of people feel like they do not have that esteem. They do not have that willpower that gets them to feel like they are worthy to push themselves to do that which is necessary for themselves, especially if you are always comparing yourself to your friends, your family members, and you're not feeling worthy. Or if you grew up in a household where maybe your family was always telling you that you were not worthy, you would never be anything, it lowers your self-esteem, right? That even lowers your willpower. But welcome to the Chosen's Path at my spiritual friend in need. That is why I am here, to get you to identify some of these core key elements that might be hindering you from stepping into the greatness that you are. The third point would be a lot of people are stuck on traumas of the past. Yes, a lot of people are not able to overcome psychological traumas, and it is very understandable, right? If you so happen to be one of those and you might have overcome that, I'm sure that you are well off on your path to success, because overcoming inner childhood trauma is very difficult. But welcome to the Chosen's Path. You're gonna hear me say that a lot because here we take it upon ourselves to let you know that you are truly home. Truly, we are going to tackle those core key points within you that you are feeling like you have no one to help you overcome it. We are here because we have been through it and we overcame it as well. The fourth point would be thinking you are alone and cannot change the world. You might feel like you are all by yourself. You cannot change the world, right? What will your voice really do? Can your voice really make an impact? But you have to get to realize that when you are online and you are reading the comment sections, you are seeing that a lot of people are actually saying a lot of the things that you are thinking, right? So you're getting to see that truly you're not alone. You might feel like you're alone, but truly you are not alone. There are a lot of people in the world that feel and think just like you. You are not alone. And yes, one voice can definitely make a tremendous impact. So do not sleep on your voice. Your voice is extremely powerful. The fifth point would be feeling or thinking your opinion doesn't matter. That's a very, very big point. Your opinion matters. How you think and what you have to say counts. Yes, think of Yeshua, such a great figure that has reigned supreme throughout centuries, even up until today. Imagine if he thought that his voice did not count, if he thought that his opinion did not count. But he stepped out, and we know a lot of great people battled with some of this within themselves as well. And we are here to tell you, if you are dealing with that, just know that you can and you will overcome it, because the time has come for you to overcome all of those lower frequencies, all of those lower thought processes that are getting you to feel like you cannot be the best version of yourself. We're telling you today, nah, you are going to have to close all of those doors and step into the greatness. The time is now. The sixth point I would say is a lot of people don't know where to start. A lot of people do not know where to start, because with any given project that we might have in mind that we would like to initiate, you have to know how you would like to start it, and then that sets the right footing onto how you're going to progress into it, right? Leading up into the body of the project and then the concluding factor. So you might be wondering in your mind, yes, I would like to better myself. Yes, I would like to contribute to the society, but there's so many different factors: politics, academics, finances, all of that might just automatically scare us and get us to feel like we cannot contribute in any way whatsoever. We feel like we don't know where to even start from. But I want to let you know that with us, as we are working with you, as we're starting this new journey, that's why I told you, I want you to get really excited, because this is truly an exciting time to be alive for all of us. I want you to really get excited, because we are really about to get you to realize that a lot of the fears that you might have in you, all of that, it's not valid. You are about to see how great you are. You are about to see the real power within you. If you truly are ready for us to rise as a collective body on this planet and to live in the fullness, you are really on the right track with the Chosen's path. We will guide you into you getting to tap into the realness of yourself. That way you know and trust your process. Another point I would like to bring about to our attention today is feeling like you don't have the financial capacity. A lot of people feel like they do not have the finances necessary to engage themselves, even for their own personal aspirations, not even to talk about the collective goal for humanity as a body, right? And just thinking about that in itself hinders a whole lot of people. It stops us from engaging with the plan. It stops us from connecting with the right people that can possibly listen to us and pull out the inner greatness, right? So we should not let money become an impeding factor to the great creative potential that rests within us. That is one of the most important points, actually. I feel a lot of people would go to school, they would acquire knowledge, and they would sit on all of that knowledge when they had to take out loans even to be able to go to school. And then they get out and still put money as a hindering factor as to why they cannot apply this knowledge that they've acquired from school to better themselves and to better their societies. But here we are going to tackle all of that. I want you to rest assured and keep that in mind. I keep on bringing that up. That way you know here we are going to get to the very bottom of it. So now let's look at how to go about making impact in little ways that ripple into the bigger effect, right? We have to master our emotions and become emotionally intelligent. I think That is very, very important, especially for the days that we are in, the times that we are in. You are getting to realize that you cannot just allow people hop into your life and play with your emotions, play with your feelings, and slow you down. I'm sure you're at the point where you're saying, nah, it can no longer be like that. And I'm right there with you. We are stepping within ourselves. We are learning about those emotions that bring us down, those that take us up. And we're choosing now to side with emotions that are gonna keep us vibrating high. We also have to push ourselves to perform random acts of kindness. That way it becomes a habit. Wouldn't you agree? It feels good when somebody demonstrates an act of kindness towards us. And it feels good when we can be a source of help onto somebody else, no matter how small. We have to push ourselves. You may think that it is not important, but remember, we are now focusing on the bigger picture, contributing to the collective agenda, right? We have to reflect on the nature of mind and self in relation to others and our environment. Very, very important. There is so much that we get to download on our minds, so much information that we take in every single day. And we do not get to reflect on the nature of our own minds and the nature of our true selves and how we project through our thoughts and our words into the world. We have to truly reflect now on this and see how we impact and how we interfere and how we elevate and how we bring others down, even just from our thoughts, because it starts from the thoughts. So we have to now go within. This is truly the time. Wouldn't you agree? Well, like I said, here we're going to tackle all of that. So if you are here, I want you to be very excited, because truly you are going to see that it is really from us thinking about some of these things and being conscious and aware of it that we can now start to initiate the change from a very micro level that will then ripple out into the macro level. We have to use our social media accounts to speak up about issues that we feel should be addressed and acted on. This is truly the time. We get online. A lot of people would say, I fell off of social media a long time ago, and every time I get back on, I feel like I'm not missing out on anything. It is now the time that we're going to change that. We are now going to start to echo out into the universe that which we feel we could work on in our given communities to better ourselves. We are going to echo it. We're not only going to echo problems, we're also going to echo solutions, right? That way, when you get online, you would feel inspired to want to contribute. When you get online, you would feel inspired to want to be a part of your community. When you get online, you would feel moved. You would not feel like you have to isolate yourself and feel like the world is becoming such a terrible place. Nah. This is not the age for that. You are going to become that change that you want to see in the world. You are going to use your social media platform to echo out into the universe. Yes, we have to see that we have these tools that are around us. And the tool, as they say, is only as good as the user. And as you are now shifting in thought, you are going to start to use these tools as effectively as possible. We also have to remain optimistic and get others to believe in the power of collective effort. Yes, it is very easy for us to fall into negative thought, especially with the frequencies that are being projected at us from so many different sources, known and unknown. We now have to take it upon ourselves to be optimistic first for ourselves, for our futures, for our livelihoods, for that of our family members and our friends. And we have to now project that even for the collective, for our given communities and our societies. My dear listeners, my dear brothers and sisters, yes, truly, it is truly the time. It is truly the time. And we have to become aware of this information that is right at our fingertips. We also have to endeavor to let our actions speak louder. We could do a whole lot of talking. We could find ourselves hopping online and doing a whole lot of talking. And that is good because we are releasing. That is important. But we also have to take out the time to reflect and realize that our actions should also line up with the words that we are projecting. If we complain and we are not doing anything to better the circumstances, then we're going to find ourselves complaining about the same thing for years and years on to come. So now we're saying once we complain, we have to tap into ways that we can make things better. Are you not already feeling lighter as we are discussing some of these key points, my dear brothers and sisters? Yes. Now, let us also get to talk about why it's important to apply effort to life, no matter how small. We have to see how important it is. We are concluding. Let us conclude by talking about how important it is to apply little effort. We get to see that we are all we have on this planet, besides God, the universal body, right? The collective body of mind consciousness. We are all that we have. And once we keep that in mind, we see that our efforts are always going to ripple out. If we do that which is negative, it is always going to ripple out. And if we choose to focus on that which is positive, it is also going to ripple out. So we are all that we have. And with that in mind, we have to do that which is going to get the body to maintain a homeostasis, an equilibrium that is going to bring about the balance that would maintain the joy and the happiness that we so desire. Some people would say there cannot be good without evil. Now we're getting into the golden age. I want you to be happy. I want you to be excited, because truly we are ushering in the golden age. And it just so happens that you are on this planet with me, and we are all contributing in our own little ways, just as I am contributing in my little way right now. Yes, I'm sure that you are becoming a positive solution for your society. What I mean by that, what I mean is you are now becoming an individual that is thinking about solutions. At this given point, you are no longer settling for problems, right? You are saying we want to now promote a solution-based society where we are no longer just going to talk about the problems and get angry about the problems and be divided over problems. We're saying, let us get to realistic solutions. Right? We don't leave things we could do up to others. That's another point. We starting to see that the little things that we can do, right, in our immediate environments and in our given communities, we are no longer going to say it is somebody else's responsibility. We're going to take it upon ourselves to push ourselves to do that which we know we can do, because we are all contributing to the betterment. It is not just about us anymore. We're now thinking collectively. So we're getting to see how our efforts, the little things that we do, right, even from thought, echoes out and comes back to us, whether we are aware of it or not. We have to also get to realize that others get inspired by us and hope is restored. You see, if we maintain good inspiration, if we maintain a healthy mindset, others pick up off of that. And if we hold on to a negative mindset and we feel like the world is coming to an end, and others are going to pick off of that frequency as well, and then we actually manifest the end of the world in very subtle ways. But if we say this is actually an opportunity for us to learn about ourselves psychologically, and then see how we can echo this out into our societies, we would be laying a good foundation that even if we were to make mistakes in the future, we would have at least provided some steps that can get us to easily correct it, right? My dear brothers and sisters, I'm trying to keep this video short, right? I want you to understand that I am conscious of your time. So if you've sat with me up until this very point, please do make sure that you like this video. Do make sure that you drop a comment below. Do make sure that you share, because these are the discussions that we really need to be having in these times, as we are now becoming conscious of the fact that we are here, we are present, and we must make our reality as conducive, not just for ourselves, but for each other. Yes, we advance together without leaving anyone behind. We have to keep that in mind. We are not going to be saying We are just going to do what is good for us and screw you. That mentality has to shift. It is one planet. It is one earth. We are all here together. You might be in Africa, you might be in Australia, you might be in India, you might be in America, and that is okay. We are all here. We are all breathing in this amazing oxygen that the Creator established for us all to breathe. We are all walking upon this earth that He established for us to be able to walk on. So we are not going to say that we are just going to do what is good for us and screw the next person. No, we are now stepping in and we are saying we are going to be considerate. We are going to be considerate of the next person coming after us. Yes. And if we all pushed ourselves to do one kind thing a day, in 90 days, we would have made being kind a habit, and then it would become a part of our culture. How great is that? Imagine if we incorporated kindness into our culture, where when we smile at each other, it is genuine. It is not because we feel compelled to, but it is coming from a genuine place of happiness because we are happy from within, right? You might think that just smiling at someone is nothing, but it is a big thing, right? So imagine if we incorporate this act of kindness, not just smiling. I was just giving that as a suggestion, an example. But imagine if we can now start to become conscious of this and actually incorporate kindness to be a part of our culture, not just pushing to, become lucrative, not just pushing to compete, but overcoming all of that and actually stepping down into the humane aspect of ourselves. My dear brothers and sisters, my listeners, amazing audience out there, I am so glad that y'all stayed with me up until this very point. Please drop your comments below. Let us talk about it. I feel like we just got into a socioeconomic course, but I don't want this to feel much like a course. I want us to be able to dialogue and truly talk about some of these core key things that are affecting us from the micro to the macro level. Welcome to the chosen's path. Truly, to be alive on this planet means you were chosen. So you have to clap for yourself. Be proud of yourself that you are still here with us. I mean, we're all here breathing at this given moment. And take it upon yourself, truly, in truth, in flesh and in spirit, to be the best version of yourself. Here we are. We are all contributing to the fullness of that which we know we can be. So just to recap before we conclude today we had to talk about how to develop the desire to contribute to personal and collective betterment. Yes, we got to see some of the reasons as to why some people feel they have nothing to offer. We also got to see how to go about making impact in little ways that ripple into the bigger effects. And we also got to see why it is important to apply our efforts to life, no matter how small. My dear brothers and sisters, I hope you all enjoyed this little segment, and I'm hoping that you did subscribe to the channel. I'm hoping that you're going to stay with us and grow with us. Until next time, y'all remain positive, y'all stay blessed, and I am sending love to you and your loved ones wherever they're at. Peace.